7. And in this stream, we're going to be talking about Coachella Weekend 2, the lineup for this weekend. I'm just sharing my thoughts on everything I see here. So I heard, according to some sources, let's see what we have here. I heard that Bad Bunny and Blackpink were like, of course, the top of the top since they headlined the festival now. And I heard, unfortunately, Frank Ocean just can't cancel his second set because of his injury, and I think it's also because he's also like going through some stuff. So Blink 182 will take over for Frank Ocean, the goats of pop punk themselves, and especially we cannot forget Travis Barker. He's helping a lot of the he's helped a lot of the newer artists. Of course, I'm sorry. He has helped a lot of these newer artists to pop into the scene. I know he helped Trippie Redd, Extentacion, MBK, and let's see who else. He's worked with Josiah and a few times. Alrighty, so now note this is all in Pacific Standard Time, not Eastern Standard Time. I'm in the East Coast. And I also heard that Fred again, Fortet, and Skrillex are performing. I think that's like one of the newer, like one of the like I don't know if it's like last minute ads or so. To hear ad as an not as an advertisement, but like ad. So let's see, that will go well. I heard Fred again performed last year's Coachella, so I wonder how it'll differ from this year's. Let's see who we got. Jai Paul, I don't know who he is yet, but I should probably check his stuff out very soon. And wait, they parted ways before Blink 182. I didn't know that. And I think I didn't know if Rosalia was. I didn't quite know Rosalie was actually gonna be married or whatever to Raul Alejandro. Yes, I didn't know that, and but I do know that they made like a 3-song EP with each other, which I guess is okay, but it's just like it's like I'm very glad they brought each other. She brought him out, you know. Charlie XCX brought out Troye Sivan for 1999, freaking classic song. Oh yeah, Metro Boomin. Oh yeah, he brought out one last year's headliners. I heard The Weekend, because I know The Weekend was a headliner for last year, and I'm pretty sure they have like one of the most popular songs out right now, Metro and Weekend, with Creepin', you know, sampling I Don't Wanna Know, and we got Kelly Uchis, Gorillas. I was about to say Glorilla, but she's performing there too, you know. Blackpink made K-pop history. Why I didn't know if they I don't know how, but I don't pay attention to them that much. But I heard that Blackpink is like one of the hottest girl K-pop groups out there. Like they make a lot of moves and all. Bad Bunny fell. Well, I do know that I think he brought up Post Malone. I know one of my coworkers said that it is one of the most beautiful things he has ever heard out there. So hopefully they have a collaboration with each other, you know? I'm looking very far for that if that's the case. Frank Ocean, ankle injury. Alright, so let's see who we got here so far. Dave from the Grave. I know somebody who actually worked with him. I went to this studio with one of the frequent producers, Wave 808, and he actually worked a lot with this guy Dave from the Grave right here. So yeah, I'm looking. So I might as well just tune in at 3 p.m. since I'm like 3 hours behind of the West Coast. Yeah. I don't know too many of these people since they're like up and coming, you know. Keep on hustling, of course. Tio Dombreski. I've heard of Dombreski a bit, but I don't know him enough to actually have. I've heard of him like a few times, heard the name, of course. I don't know if I ever listened to him that much. Dochi, I know she was like a double XL freshman for last year's edition. I know Beanie. Oh wait, I know Beanie made that one TikTok song, "Super Lonely." That was like super trendy during the pandemic, the peak of the pandemic. Saba, I know he's a rapper, of course. He made "Care for Me." I know some people who've listened to this stuff, and I must say it's not that bad at all. I gotta look more into Saba. Mala, oh yes, he's very good. He does like a lot of bass house stuff, and I don't know if it is rumored to be either DJ Snake or Chami under that ski mask. Pusha T, yes. I wonder if he's gonna call out Drake this time again. I don't know. He didn't. I don't think I've heard anything saying that he did. He called out or subliminally called out Drake last weekend, but I can guarantee that he's gonna perform some stuff from "It's Almost Dry," which I didn't really care for. It was kind of dry. The album was almost dry, but I personally think Daytona is his best project. Yes, Pusha T. We got Youngblood. Ah, yes, one of the OGs of this new school pop punk revival. Yes, I do know. I really hope he's gonna bring out Halsey or MGK, or I don't know if he'll bring out Travis Barker on the stage as a special performer, as like a special guest or so. Vintage Culture, yes. I can tell he's gonna have if he continues doing what he's doing, he's gonna have a pretty damn good year. Brazilian DJ, he made songs like "This Feeling," "I Just Don't Want This Feeling," and he did a back to back with his name. No, that was Vintage Culture back to back with Claptone last year. Vintage Culture. It wasn't Oliver Heldman's. I'll get back to that later on. So Nora and Pure. Yes, Nora and Pure. I heard a little bit about this musician, but I don't know too much. I know Becky G. I like her English stuff better, but I also love it when she performs her Spanish stuff like A mí me gusta Mayores. Mayores is a freaking classic. I remember that song came out when I just started college. That's very good. S.G. Lewis, I heard he made that song like "Call on Me" with Tableau. MK, nice. He's like Mark Kitchen, aka made songs like 17, like versus 17, and we got some other songs like Push. It was like this feeling like I don't know how to go. I'm like screwing up. What? I know he's got some other song. Oh wait, he made a song with Gorgon City, "There for You." I wish it was there for you. Freaking classic too of the 2019. Idris Elba. I know he's an actor, but I know he's like I don't listen to his music enough. I don't know if he's like DJ or singer or so. Burna Boy, I think he's from the UK. I've heard a little bit about him, but I never like listened to him that much either. Kaytranada, I know he did a song with like he's worked with Tinashe and Pharrell Williams. He dropped something like December of 2019, and I think it was called The Worst of Me. Just like a freaking classic. It's like so good it makes you want to cry. Blondie, oh yeah, The Heart of Glass and Call Me. I know Rehab did like a remix of Blondie's Call Me, that song. Sasha and Sloan. Don't know too much about this person. Same for Jamie Jones. I was about to say Glorilla. We're not just there yet. So we got Gorillaz, Feel Good, and I don't know if this is going. I don't think I've ever seen like a performance, like not even just if it's just like on social media, but I do know Gorillaz, not Glorillaz. Gorillaz is actually performing there. I know Feel Good, Clint Eastwood. It's there. That's a good one. Two Friends. I listened to their stuff. I personally think it was freaking iconic, though. It was much better than I thought it was. For their big booty mixes or whatever it's called. And I do know that they performed the song "Laser" by Ravo. Laser Beam, Laser. That's was like one of the hottest moments of their set. And Knock 2, the VIP, which stands for Variation in Progress, not very important person. I get very confused with that at first. One of my pals were very confused with it. Hey, what's up? At first too, when they first had, but they were probably on a different planet, if you know what I mean. Alrighty. So, and I do know they brought out BB Rexa. Hey, this is my cat. Don't worry. I do know they brought out BB Rexa as a special guest performer, and she performed. I think she performed one of her song. Two songs. I think it was. She sung with when they were performing. One of them, of course, I'm Good, Blue. I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright, baby. I'm having the best fucking night of my life, and wherever it takes me, I'm down for the night. Because don't you know I'm blue, or some shit like that. But it's a freaking classic, though. Yeah, they can get it too, And we got. So I personally thought it was a bit better. Like I was expecting some EDM bass artists to come over there, But I don't know if that's just them. What's up, Noah? Come join me on Kick come join me on Kick or YouTube. I prefer Kick if anything. What y'all been? Oh, good. All right. Nah, that's just my cat Rambo. And we got White Fang. I started to maybe this is the bass artist. Like the bass EDM artist that I'm starting to get more familiar with, because I do know I first found out about this artist on a playlist called Bass Arcade on Spotify. So I gotta check more of this artist stuff out. Test Pilot. When I first heard out Test Pilot, I'm like, who the hell is this person? But Test Pilot's actually deadmau5's techno alter ego, and I'm gonna have to give this guy a chance and listen to his alter ego. I know he did a back-to-back at the Resistance stage, which is like techno and underground, like house and shit like that. Test Pilot did a back-to-back with High Low, which is Oliver Heldens' techno alter ego. I heard a bit about. I don't think I recall listening to it enough, but if I do, it's not bad at all. Chemical Birds. I'm thinking of the Crystal Method or so, but I don't know too much about them. But I have to check them out. Shniko, I've heard Stupid Boy. I know you think about me in the shower. Popcorn in your browser. Yeah, that girl. She was popping in like 2019 on TikTok, late 2019. Good old freaking days before it turned to TikTok turned to like start to turn to a shit show. FKJ, I don't know too much about, but I do know that FKJ. I'm thinking of like Alt J, the Milky Chance song. Metro Boomin, yes, one of the greatest rap producers of this generation. So I heard he brought, like I said, The Weeknd perform Creepin', and I gotta like listen to this guy's stuff, like his set, because I heard Kenny Beats. When I first heard a rap producer on the stage, I'm like, I didn't know they could DJ. I know that EDM music producers can DJ, of course, but rap producers, I didn't know they could DJ. But I don't know if it's just like stuff that, like a majority of the stuff that they will perform is just like how do I say it, like produced by them, or if it's just like, I know Metro Boomin, in this case, Metro Boomin is probably gonna be him. A majority of stuff he'll play is gonna be produced by him. Plex, I've heard of him a bit, by the way. Sahara, I personally think Sahara is one of the best freaking stages on this Coachella Music Festival. So hopefully he'll bring out somebody else other than just The Weeknd, though. No disrespect to The Weeknd, because he's like I said, one of the greatest trap rap producers of this generation. So I'd love to see Plex. Bad Bunny, yes, this is where I said that. One of my coworkers said that he heard that on social media, collaboration with him and Post Malone is like the most beautiful thing he's ever heard. So hopefully it's just like we'll get it by next Friday or so, the Bad Bunny and Post Malone collaboration. Speaking of Post Malone, I heard he did a song. He was featured on a Young Boy's new project that came out today. Don't Try This at Home. It also has a feature from Kid Laroi. It's like all three artists in one song. I gotta listen to it. Oh, who knows? Hopefully, Young Boy could perform next year at Coachella. Bad Bunny. I heard him and like Bad Bunny and Young Boy have like I guess like dominated spot for like #1 or some shit like that. But it was like by Rap TV mentioned this, and I checked out looked at one of the comments and said like, we need a collaboration from them. Hey, things can happen. It's 2023 for crying out loud. Let's see what we got for Saturday. Start from the very bottom. AG Club, I don't know too much about, but I do know AG Club is like a group. It seems like it's a group. I'm thinking of Snails at first, the guy from Canada. He speaks French. He makes his like bass music. I'm thinking of Snails, but hopefully Snails can perform there at Coachella too. Ah yes, Flo Milli shit, ho. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward for her performance. I didn't watch it last weekend, but I do know that Flo Milli is bringing out that bad bitch energy anytime she performs, as well as Lotto and Glorilla, but we'll get into that a little later on. Alright. So, I do know she is definitely going to perform some songs off of her newer project, You Still Here, Ho. And I know, I remember she was like one of the hottest female rappers during the peak of the pandemic when she dropped Ho, Why Is You Here? And I remember I like her other stuff. I'm just thinking of the songs before the pandemic came along and before TikTok collectives became popular, like the Hype House and stuff. She had songs like the Beef Flo Milli mix. A lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, Playboy Cardi made your career without Playboy Cardi or no one. But I don't. I mean, it's whatever though. I personally don't. I don't throw shit at any of them. You know, they're both goated. Um, and and we got in the party, la la la, bitch, I'm from Alabama, and it goes like, yeah, that's a. Hopefully she'll perform since Sahara is mainly like EDM, to the money featuring Nez and stuff. You know, we wake up, get straight to the money. Wake up and I'm chasing the money, something like that. And we got Destroy Boys. I thought at first this was like Destroy Lonely. I don't know too much about Destroy Lonely, nor do I listen to him that much, but I do know he's signed to Playboy Cardi's record label Opium, which also has like Ken Carson and stuff like that. Umi. I know sometimes at some of my in social media handles I put Sammy 407 Umi, like you and me, eh, Uvitinho. Ah, bom dia, vocês buscar me eh, e Twitch. No, no, not Twitch. Now Twitch. YouTube Kick streaming. Oi. Alrighty, because I know no, that was just someone from Brazil following me. He doesn't speak much English. I don't think he speaks English, but I know like 30 words in Portuguese. He's from Brazil. I know. Speaking of Brazil and Coachella, I do know last year Anita performed at Coachella. I didn't hear too much about it though, but I would love to familiarize myself with it. Earth Gang, they're signed to J. Cole's record label. The duo. I remember Down Bad and Costa Rica. I got fans in Costa Rica, even though that was like somebody else, you know. I never really cared for them that much, but yeah, I mean, give J. Cole his flowers for having like a great lineup inside of his record label. Young Lean, I'm thinking of like Bloody or so. I don't listen to Young Lean like that. But I do know. I don't know if he made that one song that was like I don't know, something like that. Okay, Kenny Beats. I did listen to him. I did listen to his stuff when I was at work. It was his set. I didn't know he was gonna perform like some popular music and rap and stuff. He did perform like No Stylish by, well, he played No Stylist by Destroy Lonely. I'm surprised how good that Destroy Lonely was. That probably was one of those songs that made him blow up. Not Kenny, but like Destroy Lonely. And let me see who else is there. Other songs played. I know how many songs, but he produced by himself. That he played. Kenny Beats also played some Milkshake by Khalees, which produced by the Neptunes, of course. And let me see who else is from there. And let me see who else he performed. He performed Stop, I think it was Stop Reading by Playboy Cardi. You know, take my shirt off now. Stop reading. Oh my god. Oh wow, I just realized he's performing at 4:20 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Oh wow. Considering how yesterday was like 4:20, that's freaking crazy. But all in all, I do recall listening to some of the stuff, and it wasn't bad at all. 070 Shake. I do know I think she's signed to Good Music, Kanye West's Good Music, and she's not bad at all. She made a song with Ray, Raye, called Escapism, and I don't know, I don't really pay attention to her that much, but I do know like the rap, like the rap music industry, like gives her flowers. I know it was like that when Billie Eilish was just up and coming, you know. I'm very familiar. Um, Elderbrook. I do know a bit about Elderbrook, but I don't know too much about them. I think they performed at Ultra Miami this year, but I'm not so certain if they did. I knew they made a song with, yeah, the Cola song, which really like propelled, was like their song with Camel Fat. This is the Coca-Cola. I know Joss performed it the main stage at Ultra 2018, but I do know Elderbrook. I don't know too much about them. All right, Charlie XCX. I know she brought out Troye Sivan to perform 1999. I don't know if she performed one of her like EDM infused songs, which would be like "Used to Love Me" with samples "Show Me Love" by Robin, and she also, I hope she performed what's it called? I think she performed "Hot in It" with Tiesto, though, but I don't know if I hope he makes a special guest appearance this time. I'm gonna be rocking it, hot in it, shake my ass, no stop, and now I look hot in there. So, and hopefully, she'll perform that one song, "Out Out." If we going out for tonight, just watch me dance. So I know she's most likely gonna perform "I'm a Fancy." Hopefully she brings out Iggy Azalea. First things first, I'm the realist. Considering how I'm so fancy, you already know she did. He was like on the hook of the song, and this is the part of the song that usually comes after the hook, and she's the boom clap song, freaking classic of 2014, summer 2014. She did it was in that Fault in Our Stars movie, and we got Shensia from Jamaica. Hopefully she'll perform Are You That with 21 Savage. If I hope he comes out there. Special appearance. Sia, he did that. The lick song with Megan Thee Stallion. Put your back in. I can't even take myself seriously when I try that shit, bro. Oh my god. But anyway, I know one of my cousins loves Shensia, and my cousin likes that like West Indian type music. Remy Wolf, I know a little bit about. I don't know too much. I'm thinking of Jai Wolf or some. Sophie Tucker, I didn't listen to their set, but I do know that they blew up with the song "Best Friend." You and I be loving you. Do you want to meet me at the bar? And I think they performed at Ultra this year in Miami. I'm not so certain, but I hope that it's gonna be like this one's gonna be iconic. We got Rosalia. Ah, yes, she's really pretty and all. I know she brought out Raul Alejandro, which is her fiance now. Freaking proud of them. I saw a TikTok of them yesterday, and then she was just like dancing up on him, if you know what I mean. And then she like giggled a bit. So I just gotta like check her. I know I saw some TikToks of her performing that Bishoto song, like that chiptune song. Let me see. I know she performed Despacha. What else? Con altura, con altura, something like that. What's up, Bricks Up? Come join me on Twitch and I mean not Twitch, Kick and or YouTube, man. Let's see. I'm just talking about Coachella and stuff. Paul, Tale of Us. I know they're techno, but I know for a fact that they performed at this year's Ultra. I'm like, is this like a progressive house duo or something? But I didn't, with a name like Tale of Us, I didn't expect it to be like techno. But I gotta listen to their stuff a little bit. Boy Genius, I've heard of. A lot of Ariana. It sounds very familiar. I do know that. I think he's like a Latin singer. Tale of Us. I gotta listen to their stuff, you know. Hot since '82. Sounds very familiar. You know, archives. I know like some people have archives of these underground rappers from this generation. Oh, I'm sleeping. I can't sleep. Alright, not since '82 I've heard of a bit, but I don't know too much about. The archives. Eric Price presents Holo. I know I saw something on social media where he did like a POV, like as if he was filming or some robot was filming the crowd, and that shit was good. It was very interesting. I wonder if he performed songs like "Call on Me" or something like that. I don't know, it's called Pigeon or so, but I do know he has some other songs, but that's for sure. Um, I don't listen to Holo that much, but I think that's just like his techno alter ego. I'm not so certain because I know he also performed the Coachella, Ultra as well on the Resistance stage, which is mainly techno. Kid Leroy, yes. I think he did like a tribute song for Juice World, or he's gonna release a song. That's like a tribute to Juice World. Yes. And pardon me. So I know for a fact like Kid Leroy is going to perform and do some stuff for Juice World. I just know that for sure. And I just personally think he's overhated as fuck because ever since Juice World died, that's like not only his protege or whatever, but a lot of people. I'm thinking because a lot of people are thinking that he's gonna ruin Juice World's legacy. But I gotta check his stuff out. Not gonna lie. We got Labyrinth. I heard he brought out Billie Eilish for a song. I think he also sung a song for the Euphoria soundtrack, but that was pretty good. Coromeo. I remember, I Get Jealous. That's one song that was like popular in summer 2014. I remember Sirius XM is like 20 on 20 years, or one of the most popular for like upcoming pop music. I remember it introduced me to Seven Lions and that station on Sirius XM. So I guess that's house exclusive compared to other just like streaming services or music streaming, not streaming, but like music services like Spotify and Pandora and shit like that. But anyway, I'm getting off track. Chromie made a song, Jealous Night. So I gotta listen to what their stuff is like and see if whatever. Calvin Harris, I know he went past the curfew and is like Calvin Harris at 12:09. I saw something like that on social media for sure, but I do know that he's a freaking legend. I'm pretty sure he performed that song Miracle with Ellie Goulding, but I don't know if he brought out Ellie Goulding to perform though or anything like that. I know Calvin Harris, that was his name. Suicide Boys. I know some people I saw on the social media posts like on TikTok saying this is why you should keep music because like some of the crowd was like it looked like an incomplete ass mosh pit that was there, and then you got another shot of the crowd saying just like oh my god like that or so, but it's just like it's like I don't know, it just wasn't the best crowd ever according to what I've heard. Blackpink, yes. I personally think K-pop is overhated as shit, but K-pop is freaking good though. I personally think Blackpink is better than BTS scorching hot, unpopular opinion, by the way. I know, I think one of them or performed at Ultra as a special guest on the main stage. I don't know if that was true or not. But I do know that for a fact that they're not bad at all. That's just my opinion, though. But I personally think they're not bad at all. Bro, why you grabbing my foot, kitty cat? Oh, that's just my cat. Look at it. Alright. Mine's like, I swear to God, if I had to stay at one stage and one stage only at Coachella, it would be Sahara. Very most likely Sahara stage. Ah, yes, Pierre Bourne. Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here? Okay, that sounded on point. That noise. All right. I don't know if he's gonna rap or if he's going to play songs he produced or both. But I just know that he's like a great producer. That's for sure. Mm-hmm. So Pierre Bourne. I didn't listen to it, but I gotta try and make some time to listen for it. I know IDK. He was pretty popular around the pandemic, the peak of the pandemic. He did songs with like PNB with starring End Discussion. He did 495 with like I think it was Zanman and Rico Nasty. He did a song with Nightmare for sure called Trials. I've been through many different type of trials. Hopefully he performs a song by him. Look, in fact, speaking of Nightmare, look at what I made. A candy perler for Nightmare. It's not the best. I'm gonna try and make the next one like have like some kind of outline or so, you know? Hope he performs that song. Whether it's the Space Laces remix or not, I hope he does perform that song. Hoshi, I know he did that song Deep and thanks to her, I did listen to the very first song I heard from John Summit, which was like interpolated some parts or sampled some parts of Deep End. That was banging, not gonna lie. That's the first time I heard about John Summit. Thank you so much, Fauci. Not like Anthony Fauci or so. I know that goes like that one's drill song goes like my buddy different. I don't know. It was like around peak of the pandemic too. It's like some drill song. Like I don't know if it was Chef G or Sleepy Hollow that made a song that's a drill song and sampled that. But I do know that it was there around that time. Ah yes, Glorilla, freaking legend in the making. I listened to some of her performance and it was pretty lit. She brought out Lil Durk and Moneybagg Yo to perform some songs, and she did a tribute to Gangsta Boo called "Where Them Dollars At." Where Them Dollars At? Yeah, that one. She did a tribute for Gangsta Boo for sure, and I don't know. No. She performed at the same date as Lotto. Big Lotto. So I highly doubt that they could have went on the stage with each other, because considering how Lotto needs to prepare for her performance at the Sahara stage. But she was at the main stage, that's for sure. This isn't the first time something like this happened. She actually performed as a special guest at the main stage. Marshmello brought her out this year at Coachella. I mean, not Coachella. This year's Ultra in Miami, as well as Roddy Ricch and Farruko. And I knew for a fact, I knew she was going to be a special guest performer, as well as Ice Spice and instead of bringing out Ice Spice and David Guetta bringing out Coil Ray. And not only that, but she's also going to perform at Rolling Loud in Miami. She has a big freaking iconic year this year. I know for a fact that she's going to be. This is just my prediction. I know. I don't know. I'll be damned if I'm wrong, but she's going to make the double XL freshman list. Who knows? She's probably going to be the 10th spot winner, if anything. So looking very far for that too. I might tune into Gordo since I already listened to Glorilla. No disrespect. I know Gordo went by the name of Carnage, DJ Carnage. Back then, I don't know why. He's like, no, I can't do this anymore. Or like people saying R.I.P. Carnage or so. But I think he just wanted to go someplace different with his alter like his music and stuff, you know. And that's perfectly respectable. He does like house stuff. It's like Latin house. Since he's from Guatemala and they speak Spanish in Guatemala, Gordo's from there. So, so I don't know if he'll ever bring out Carnage again. I know Carnage brought out Ultra Miami, went to live stage. DJ Khaled. I don't know if it was actually him. I know they brought out Ray Shremmer to he brought Ray Shremmer to perform No Type. Brought out Rick Ross. Looked like Rick Ross because I don't know if he shaved off that beard and shit. But who else did he bring out to perform? I can't recall. I know. Pardon it. But I do know that he would bring. I'd probably cite him as a music inspiration, considering how he'd like mix elements of like probably bass or trap with rap. But anyway, I'm looking very forward for him to perform some house music. No Name is I know she's a female criminally underrated female rapper. That's for sure. Alright, she's like a lyricist, like Rhapsody, and who's modern, like kind of like Lauryn Hill, doesn't rap about their sexualizing themselves, rapping about their pussies and all that shit, you know? Porter Robinson, yes, I remember listening to his shit, bruh. He brought out Maddie-On, you know? Maddie-On was there last year at last year's Coachella, performing All My Friends. Like that. And then he performed songs like Shelter. He's from Atlanta, I heard. Porter Robinson. I was expecting him to perform She Heals Everything, but with different visuals, because I know the visuals of She Heals Everything has like a splash warning type shit, you know? But anyway, it was very good. I listened to some parts of Lotto's performance at my work. Hey, yo, hold up. Hey, yo, give me a second, folks. Oh, shit. Yo, what's up, Chase? Come join me on Twitch. Come join me on YouTube and Kick, man. Kid Boom, spread the word. Oh, man. Go, Rambo, go over there. I'm busy, Dad, okay? Pardon me, folks. Usually when my parents come in the house, my cat comes and he hears that ding, that alarm. My parents, he comes running to my parents, especially my mother. All right. Anyway, Lotto, I did listen to her performance at my job. She has some dancers and she brought a fan on stage. I don't know what his name was. Begin with letter R, I think. But he was like she brought him on stage, right? And he's like, "No touching my dancers, okay?" And she did something like very suggestive, also with her microphone, right? But anyway, I do like Lotto. She's very good. She's very freaking good. Not gonna lie. Yo, so Chase, I'm actually talking about some of the artists performing at Coachella this year. So you can join me whenever. So I don't know if you've ever heard of like the artists that if you look up Coachella weekend 2 artists, I'll send it to you a bit later on. I will you could share your thoughts on it. I don't know. I know Boogie Glorilla, Lotto, you know, Hey Lotto is performing. Let me see some other rap. That's all I can think of off the top of my head right now. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to streaming. All right. Lana was very good. She performed the song with Megan Thee Stallion, but she wasn't on there that year. I know Megan Thee Stallion performed last year at Coachella. Uh, I, but she didn't bring out Megan this year. All right. I know Lana was very good. And oh yeah, she got caught up supposedly photoshopping the crowd. Because there was like the same person with their hand out like this, but then she addressed those situations, like how she accidentally posted that. But I mean, accidents happen, you know. Ray Shremmer, I can guarantee they performed some of their songs off of their new project, which I'm kind of very shocked at how it was like 18K first week, because they were like very popping in the mid 2010s, with Ray Shrem Life Parts 1 and 2. So I gotta check their stuff out too, if anything though. I know one of my friends that was projected to sell by Rap TV. They he left a comment under about that, like he's my friends like, damn, rap has really evolved. And then Ray Shremmer came after my pal in the comments like, yo mama, calling out yo mama. And then after that, my friend posted on a story, one story being like, man, I wasn't even calling you out like that. And then like the second time being like, songs like It's All Love, man. Songs like Guatemala and some other song were pretty good. So It's All Love. I'm pretty sure like he's a man of peace, my friend that followed I was talking about, Kelly Uchis made that Telepathia song. You never, I'm meant to fly away. And I first heard about her in 2017. I'm like, whoa, when I first heard about her in 2017, just when I was starting college. Like, not telepathia. No, but it was like, gosh. I was at a Whole Foods market, but I'm like, oh, what is that melody, bro? I know I'm thinking of Queen Naija or something. Kali Uchi. So did a song called Telepathia. You never meant to fly away. I know. She did that one song. It was popular on TikTok too. Jackson Wang. I know he signed to like 88 Rising. It's like hello. I thought I heard someone knocking on my door. Anyway, I heard Jackson Wang, 88 Rising, bunch of like Asians, a bunch of Asian American like artists hopping into the hopping into I think they mainly like focus on like rap and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But I personally think he's interesting. You know what I mean? That song, 100 Ways to Be, 100 Ways to Be or something like that. But I do know that he's not bad at all, Like Christine the Queen's Dominic Fike, he was in Euphoria. And he made that one song like 3 nights. I've been up for 3 nights at the motel, and like stuff like that. But I personally think he's very good. He made out another song, like another project in like August of 2020 during like the pandemic, and it wasn't bad at all, But I'm kind of glad I'm seeing him do other things other than just like make music. I'm not saying you should stop making music, but it's just that I personally think that he's very good. He performed he did some acting with Zendaya in Euphoria, and the one girl her name used the letter J in real life, Juliet or something, I don't know. Cannons, I remember that song, I Was on Fire for You. That's a pretty good classic song too. So I gotta make sure I like tune into that. Cannons. And let's see, we got Jai Wolf. Ah yes, this song reminds me of You by Jay Wolf. It's a freaking classic though. Just makes you feel like you're levitating. Just makes so good, makes you want to cry. It's like, I don't know. But it's very good, that's for sure. Bjork, I don't know how you say the name, Bjork. Yeah, I know about this person, but I never really listened to the artist like that. Ah, yes, Camel Fat. I know Camel Fat performed at Coachella this year. Ultra Miami this year. Camel Fat performed at Ultra Miami this year. but I don't think they perform Coachella since they're like supposedly techno right now or anything. But like I said, they worked with Elderbrook, I think it was, to make that song Cola. And I think they made a song called The Sign. I don't know. It was called The Sign or something like that. With some other female vocalist. But I personally think they're pretty damn good. Willow, yes, Willow Smith. She made. I remember in 2010, I wore my hair back and forth, but she's not. I don't think she's performed that song. She's like, I think pop punk. She did a song with MGK called. She's pop punk. She did a song with MGK called Emo Girl. And let me see. She did Meet Me at Our Spot. Oh yeah. Wait a minute. That one song. Yes, Willow. That was also a trendy song, like TikTok. I think it was like 2019. Drama. I don't know if it's supposed to be like DJ Drama, but I know he dropped like a new project. Probably not. Fisher and Chris Lake. Ah, yes, a back-to-back. Fisher performed last year at Ultra in Miami. Chris Lake. I think Chris Lake performed at Skyline in Orlando, Skyline Music Festival in Orlando last year. I remember he did a song with Stevie Aoki like about a decade ago. I know he did that. These are like tech house musicians, by the way. I know he did that 400 song like un portaborse, un portaborse. I don't know. I'm just killing this song, and I don't mean in a good way, unfortunately. I know, but they're both like tech house musicians. I didn't listen to them, but I know they're supposedly conflicted with Frank Ocean, and I saw a post like this on social media by some EDM Instagram and all that. So I do know that for a fact that they're interesting. Somebody I know shared their live performance, their live set. Ah, yes. This is gonna be I remember this. This is gonna be a very interesting take. He is the most mid rapper out there. I hope he did something for P&B Rock. A Boogie with the Hoodie. I remember like 2017, he was on top. He was pretty good, and like majority of 2018 though, like I can. Like I remember listening to songs like "Drowning" and "My Stuff." Like I miss that old A Boogie, but he's just like not. He don't hit the same that much. Like he may have a few good songs now, but it just doesn't hit the same. Adam Bayer, I think he performed at Ultra Miami this year, but I do know that he dropped a new song today. I gotta like look more into that though, if anything. Adam Bayer's pretty like techno-y and stuff. I don't know too much about him. Blink 182, yes, they're gonna take Frank Ocean's place. If y'all don't know who this is, they're a pop punk group. They're like one of the pioneers of pop punk. And Travis freaking Barker himself. I think the vocalist is Mark Hoppus. Yes. What's My Age Again? All the Small Things. Happy Days. I mean, if y'all don't know who this is, as well as Travis Barker, like I said, he's put a lot of rappers on the Travis Barker from Blink 182. A lot of artists on the mainstream out there. I know he would work with Stevie Aoki. He's not a rapper, but he's like more of an EDM musician. But I can guarantee you it's very good. He goes. Travis Barker, give the man his fucking respect. Give him his flowers. Boris Brejcha, I believe he's from Germany, right? He's like a techno artist. He has like I think it's like a Mardi Gras mask or so. But I heard about him a little. I remember one of my coworkers listening to him, but it was like a little mini shop at Walmart. And I'm gonna say he's pretty good, Boris Brejcha, but I don't care for him that much, unfortunately. But he's not bad at all. He's not garbage. That's for sure. And Fred again, Forte, and Skrillex. I know all of them did a song called Baby Again, which had Lil Baby on it, which he also performed at last year's Coachella. Lil Baby. They took out the Baby some verse for some reason. I think it's because of how like egotistical supposedly the baby is. No disrespect, but I think that's why they only put Lil Baby's part in there. I know Jaws played a remix at Ultra with Sudden Death. I know Sudden Death was a special guest appearance with Slander at last year's Coachella. I would definitely go there to see them if anything. He performed Maze of Punishment. Maze of Sudden Death performed Maze of Punishment with Slander. I think it was the very opening song, bro. Like I would have been there, like, whoa, yeah. Let me like, if I was there. And then he performed a like Forbidden Kingdom, and he also did, I think, he also performed that, which was like his very first music festival, Summoning Eclipse or something like that. I know a few people who went there. He performed at EDC Orlando. I know the previous year he did a back-to-back with Nightmare, which is pretty freaking iconic. I felt very odd about this whole back-to-back with Sudden Death and Jaws, considering how it was like Bass House and which is Jaws. I don't think he goes as hard as Sudden Death. But I heard a lot of people say like Jaws, like when he was very big, like when he was just very like not big, but like just starting as an artist, he did like some hard dubstep. Mm-hmm. And Sudden Death's like hard, heavy rhythm, like hard bass, hard ass rhythm, you know. And I know Jaws performed, I think it was 2019 at Coachella, but I would definitely be there to see him. I know somebody in Malta is a fan of Fred again, that's for sure. And I'm like, when I first heard about this on social media, I'm like, who's this guy? I gotta give him a listen. So he's not bad at all, Fred again. Fortet, don't know too much about. Skrillex, you gotta know the guy that like really made like bro step, like a grittier version of dubstep, and revolutionized it to a whole different generation. Yes, but I don't care too much for like his newer stuff. I guess like not like 2015 with Jack U, one with Diplo called Jack U, but I do know that he dropped 2 new projects. He's supposedly going to drop 2 more by the end of this year. I didn't care too much for it, but he's like a bass legend. Give the man his flowers. I personally think he's like the GOAT for like revolutionizing all these like heavy, hard bass musicians, you know? So you gotta like, I think these guys were like last minute ads, so I gotta like check their stuff out, you know? I gotta like tune in Coachella at the main stage to hear their stuff, you know? Skrillex also produced some songs for XXXTentacion and Juice WRLD. This was after they died though, unfortunately. And he's just more than just like bass, like dubstep, bro step, bass, whatever you want to call it. You know, he's also done some like EDM stuff. You know, I mean, rap stuff a little, not like rap. He produced Juice WRLD's Man of the Year and XXXTentacion's Arms Around You, which has like features from Lil Pump, Sway Lee, and Maluma, Feliz un Cuatro Maluma from Colombia, in case y'all didn't know. Right again, I know he does like some covers for like does a lot of covers though, but I don't know. I mean, he's pretty good, but he's not doo-doo at all, that's for sure. Fortet, I gotta check their stuff out for sure. So let me know what y'all thought about my opinions and like my feedback on this whole, you know, lineup on this weekend's Coachella. This whole weekend's Coachella. Hopefully it's gonna be a bit better and more lit. I know I saw a lot of celebrities like Shay Mitchell from Pretty Little Liars, Dixie D'Amelio. Let me see. And let me see who else. Kendall Jenner. I saw Madison Beer. I think Becky G was there. I don't know if she was like that was a different day or so. I don't know. I saw yeah, I think seen her parents and Charlie last year. Whipped cream saw some of it. I know she performed as well too. I know somebody who saw her perform, and yeah, that seems about it for now for all my thoughts. I know a bunch of like TikTok and musically influencers that went Coachella last year because I guess the pandemic was just like a bitch, and they're like, oh boy, we can finally party again, yay! I mean, I definitely would have gone if I had the money and stuff, but hopefully one day, I predict by the end of the decade, bunch of influencers and all that. I know there's something called Revolve Festival, which is like only at the first week of Coachella. But I heard it's like invite only. So you gotta perform some. It's free. Yeah, that's free. There's a catch to it. It's invite only, according to what I've heard. So let's see if it'll be twice as lit over here this weekend. So let me know what y'all think about my feedback and comments of this Coachella lineup. Make sure you turn on those notifications and share this to everyone you know. 407